Alright, guys, this is Casey Rog, and then this is Video Game Hunting Episode 7, Part 4. Just left the last couple stores. Picked up, at one store, picked up 3 of these games. Picked up Mario Kart 8. I used to have this, but when I got for the Switch, I stupidly sold it. Now, I always wanted to get it back, and, that's the cheapest price I've seen for it. I also picked up Darksiders, the War Master edition. And actually, this one has been the cheapest price for this game is We Part of You for $19. So, that's the best price I've seen for that. And I was telling Scott about this. When I moved from Pennsylvania back to Oklahoma, I lost 2 games for the Wii U. And one was Super Luigi U, and that's the more uncommon to find. I got that back in the day when it first came out. And I got it digitally during that time before it was physical. And I also, before that, when me and my late wife picked up the Wii U, we also picked up the Super Mario Brothers U, and I picked up again because I did not have somewhere in the move between Pennsylvania and Oklahoma. I lost both of those, so I'm just glad to pick them up again. And those 2 are the more uncommon ones to have now, because now they sell. Well, if you do see them, they're usually packaged together. They have Super Mario Brothers U, and on the bottom says plus Luigi U. And you know what's funny about the me and especially me, I would make this comment because when they talk about Super Luigi U, Mario is nowhere in sight of the game. And if it's not even called Super Luigi Brothers, it's Super Luigi U. They cross out the brothers. Either that either they've broken up and they're no longer they don't talk to each other, or my theory is
Luigi pretty much cheated on Princess Peach. Mario got pissed off and went off to try to find something probably with the Metro gal. There you go. There's the exclusive right there.
Oh, that's why he probably stopped talking to him and not consider us brother. But what my theory is that he crossed him out and he's nowhere in sight. I think he's dead in this one.
Ooh, he got ran over.
No, he's killed. He got killed in previous versions. Probably in the Mario U, he got killed. That's my theory.
Oh.
But that's a good point.
It's called U, so he probably got kicked out for cheating.
You think they're not talking to each other no more? I know, I hate the sun. We're probably gonna go ahead and hit a couple vintage stocks on the way. Unlikely I'm gonna pick up anything. I'm pretty much hit my. Oh, I not really hit my budget. Unless I pick up these 2 things on eBay, I really need I need both of these. I need the controller for the Philips CDI, an actual game controller, not like a TV remote control with a joystick. It's impossible to play a game with that fucking thing. I play Tetris with this thing and it's unplayable. And I tried to play the Zelda game and Hotel Mario. It's almost unplayable, that controller. And the second thing I need off eBay is the digital video cartridge for the CDI, because I'm not able to play what's called VCDs. You ever heard them before?
That's the first time hearing about it.
Well, they're video CDs.
Okay.
They're the predecessors to the DVDs.
Okay.
And I heard about this, and I think this might be actually true. That most DVD players are actually backward compatible to VCDs.
Nice.
You know, and I think the reason why I believe that is true is because most DVDs play CDs.
Yeah.
They play music.
That's right.
And this is CDs with film
Video.
on.
Yeah, video.
So I think it is true. And I tried to play one of these movies that I have. I have Naked Gun 33rd and a third.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to open it up and check if it had the cartridges. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just put the disc in. And
wasn't reading it?
Well, because it didn't. Either if it does have it, it's not working no more, or I don't have it. So, with those two things, I'm pretty much at my budget right now.
Yeah.
So, luckily, me getting paid every week, I can survive. And a lot of the stuff I just bought today, I mostly paid off with my credit card that I finally got back. So, I still got trade-ins, but my CDI stuff, but I'm gonna hold out until another time. Like Scott said before, I'm not sure we were talking. It might have been off camera, but I'm probably gonna hold out until I take it to the video game store in town.
It's best because a lot of times the games are they've got so much abundance of them. They'd be losing money, and plus the fact that it's such a rare thing as well. They probably don't know at times how much to charge, so they don't know whether they're going to be cheating the customer by accident or cheating themselves.
Game store and where we live close, or somewhere near, they're the best stores around. That, you know, they get the rare stuff. So, and I was able to sell some of my other CDI stuff to them because that's where I got my CDI from, is from this store.
Nice.
And, I could try vintage stock, but thing is, they probably want to give me pennies on a dollar for these games. And I literally seen, I remember one time, I couldn't get rid of some of these games. They're common stuff. I couldn't get rid of them nowhere else. So I had no
outlet, basically.
No, even the video game store didn't want these. So when the vintage stock finally picked them up, it was like $6 or $7 cash.
That's good.
Well, here's the thing. I saw one of the tickets print out and said $30. I'm like, that's bullshit. I can understand you make money off this, but when you're not even going to give me like half, or at least anything nowhere near that price, I can understand. It doesn't have to be half, but even a third would have been nice, you know? A third to half of its worth. Not like a tenth of its worth.
Yeah.
And I believe that's about what they give you, a tenth of its worth.
Well, GameStop got bought out, as you know, so...
Yeah, I heard. Wasn't it from Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, they bought them out.
rather sell my shit to GameStop than them.
So I wonder if GameStop. I wonder if Microsoft got a good trade-in value with GameStop.
See, the thing is, it'd be interesting if GameStop was bought by Microsoft. Are they just gonna not allow them to sell PlayStation?
No, they wouldn't. They know good competition will be hard to find, so they're gonna just.
I think it'd be stupid if they didn't sell PlayStations, because the more product you can sell, the more money you make.
I mean, granted, they'll be pushing it a lot more.
They'll be
pushing a lot more, but I honestly don't think they would actually go total exclusive
to Xbox.
To Xbox, yeah.
Well, they'll be, like you said. I believe they will push Xbox hardcore.
Yeah.
Even though lately Microsoft and Nintendo have been buddy lately, so I don't see a problem between them and Nintendo still selling their stuff. PlayStation might be where Nintendo is, where they kind of pushing those in the corner.
Yeah, they may limit the amount of PlayStation stuff that they do take in, but I don't actually see them going totally cold turkey about not selling it all together.
That's a good topic you brought up, Scott. I really hadn't heard about it, didn't look into it too much, but I like to just watch the videos and see details, what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, GameStop needed to be bought by someone.
Oh God, yeah, their practices was pretty much stupid and asinine.
Oh, it got worse because since before the pandemic, they switched it up. They were trying something different. It's kind of cool what they were thinking about. They're gonna have some kind of interactive kind of thing where they have people come in, play games and stuff.
Yeah.
But they did it at the worst fucking possible time when just before the pandemic, and now I'm seeing. Last time I went to GameStop, they now put like barricades around these PlayStations. PlayStation.
Yeah.
Where they, I had to make sure because I'm sounding like just saying the name, but where they go and play these games, like they have a bunch of TVs and game systems. I think it's a cool idea. I don't understand. Like, hey, you want to go GameStop and play some games? And I'm hearing some of the tables, they want to get to where they want to have people come in and play Magic.
No, I'm sorry. I'm the type of person, if you're going to play Magic the Gathering, you go to a comic book shop that specifies in it.
Well, the thing
vintage stock. Call me a purist. Granted, they may sell stuff like that, but vintage stock should be primarily for video games.
No, I'm talking about GameStop.
That's what I'm talking about.
You said vintage stock.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant GameStop. Yeah, GameStop should be primarily for video games.
I agree.
If they, granted, I can understand them diversifying and selling Magic stuff, but as far as that stuff, that needs to be done with a comic book shop. Otherwise, you're going to be interfering with your regular customers. And a lot of these GameStops are too damn small to even handle that stuff.
See, the thing is, here's what I got a problem. I don't mind them selling the knickknacks. I kind of like some of the cool knickknacks they have.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But now not only half the store's the knickknack fucking store, and then they get rid of most of their previous gen games are mostly not there now more. It's pretty much current gen. It's PlayStation 4, it's Xbox One, and it's Switch. I don't think they have no more previous gen games out there. I mean, maybe some of the bigger GameStops, but the ones I know around, they're really tiny GameStops around our area. But and then they repurposed the area, and now they have these play station.
Yeah.
That's taken another huge chunk of the store. So, and I never see anyone utilizes it.
Yeah,
I seen them at the ones where you come in. There's a giant ass TV with a couch.
Yeah.
And I see every once in a while someone play at that. It's usually the PS4, Xbox One, or Switch. I usually see it's either PS4 or the Switch. But that I can understand.
Yeah.
But you have a bunch of these, unless you're going to have people. It's like, I want to try this game out, play this game, and you have them charged. I don't know if there's a charge for these people to play these games in those stations, or they're just let them come in and play games willy-nilly.
If they charge, granted, if they're going to do a charge that, if they're going to do a charge thing, I could see $1. All right, I'll be
no, it's got to be more than that.
I could see like $1 to $2 or $1 to $3, or better yet, $5.
There you go, $5.
Yeah, $5 in order to play a certain amount. And once that time limit's up, I'm sorry, you have to pay another $5.
Exactly.
There's none of this. Oh, I want $1 extra, or
Yeah.
no, it's $5 straight across the board. And if you want to play another, you gotta give them another $5.
I like that. I mean, that's a cheap, easy way to make money.
Yeah.
But I think right now it's just they're not. The cool thing that was back in the day for GameStops, they have a bunch of systems games. Like you have the 2 generations behind the current one. Like you would, like with the Switch, they had the Wii U games and they had Wii games. And when the Wii U was in there, not only did they have the Wii games, they had the GameCube games. But now, then they and by the time the second gen behind the current one, they're really trying to phase out those. You know, they're trying to phase out the past gen, but they really want to get rid of the 2 generations behind. But honestly, if you ask me, I think GameStop, the best way they should do is just nix the whole thing about having these play stations, because I never see no one touch these.
For a time I did see a few, but even before this whole pandemic garbage started, very rarely did I see anybody actually playing at them.
And like, you know what? To me, I would nix all that. I would love, dude, it'd be a fucking wet dream for me if GameStop, with all the stuff they have in their warehouses, they bring everything, all generations of systems and games. You know, I would always go to GameStops. If I go in and look at Atari games, look at NES games, and so on and so forth. Even, shoot, if I have, this would give vintage stock a run for its money.
Definitely.
And, because sometimes I think vintage stocks need to get them pushed down a peg or two.
Yeah, definitely.
Because lately, I would say the last 8 years, they've been too pricey on their shit. They used to be real cool on their prices. Real good, except
basically they've become a monopoly.
Yeah.
Because when they take over an area, it's like, they pretty much go, okay, we're going to run these people out, and you have 2 choices. You can either go through eBay or you can go through us. And a lot of the smaller ones, they try to compete, and they too get run out.
Like, Vintage Stock ran Game Exchange out of our area. And I used to like going to both of them. I used to love going to Vintage Stock and Game Exchange.
Yeah.
More get video game stores, the merrier. If you
Yes,
ask me.
because there's competition.
Yeah. But, and there's Ply. Now, Vintage Stock, Muscle, Game Exchange out of our area.
Yeah.
And now we have to travel far to even go see a Game Exchange because they're not in those areas. And the reason is, Game Exchange only, they do obviously video games. They do kind of board games.
Yeah, they do comic books.
They do some comic books. And they do movies.
Movies and
It's
yeah.
like half and half.
Yeah.
It's video games, half video games and half movies. I mean, there's sometimes I wouldn't mind I don't know if I would ever want to sell my movies. Quite
I know.
frankly.
I still have my very first movie I ever bought, which is Adventures in Babysitting.
I don't know what happened to my parents. All our cool VHS tapes. I know I have a bunch of my VHS tapes still.
Yeah.
I did give away a bunch of wrestling DVDs. And you know, back in the day, before it got crazy about video games, I would go to like FYE and pick up wrestling DVDs.
Yeah.
And you saw I had one of those shelvings. I would put the wrestling DVDs on that instead. And then there was, when I was in Pennsylvania, I would buy DVD and I'd leave it sealed because I'm like, I want to watch it, but I just never get a chance to sit down and do it. And by the time, I'm just no longer interested in watching it because there's a reason. Because one, the product's getting horrible.
Yeah.
Two, they got the WWE Network. And a lot of the shit's on the network. And I praise the WWE Network because you pay... God, back in the day, you pay $50 for a pay-per-view. $20 for a fucking DVD or more. I don't even remember how much a pay-per-view DVD was back in the day. Maybe it was 30, give or take, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it was 50, but I think it was higher end. But I'm just glad WWE moved on to their own network. But too bad not a lot of people have it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people stream their shit. It's 10 fucking bucks, bro. I mean, I can understand.
But the problem is there's so many streaming services out there now that they're picking and choosing. They feel, okay, this is needed, this is not.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like wrestling though.
Still, they look upon it. They're not looking upon the stuff of the content. They're looking at the fact that, okay, this is another streaming service.
Well, there should be about
and we've got movies here, we've got TV shows here, and half these. Okay, and a lot of them are thinking, I can only spend this much money for this much content, and half these streaming services are fly-by. It will eventually become fly-by-night as it is.
They stayed there. I mean, you still have Netflix, you have Hulu, Disney Plus is awesome. But the thing is, they really don't add a ton. A lot of times they switch between one to the other. I mean, a lot of times, this one just went to Hulu, and this one went to Netflix.
They know they can at least wait till it comes to these other sites to watch it, and that, or they just wait till it comes to video. So they wait till it comes to video or DVD in order to do stuff. So it's like defeating the purpose of getting a streaming service at the time.
Let's see what you got here. They might be doing a sale again. I like when Vintage Stock does sales because and fuck them over and get shit. It says massive.
I'll stay here.
Alrighty. So I'll be back, guys.